Russia was betrayed by the West as they moved back from their previous stance. It's day 897 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Sumy front. Most people are very shocked that Ukraine, despite being low on manpower, has launched an offensive on Russia. However, at the initial stage, they are having good success. In our previous report, we saw how Ukrainian forces at first sent their recon groups to probe the Russian defense and create the bridgehead, so that their main forces could enter the offensive. As a result, we saw how they were able to capture these areas in two major axes. But the Russian border guards and other local reinforcements were able to slow the Ukrainian near Gagilevka, Nizhny, and Leonidovo. However, Ukrainian forces soon sent their first groups from their main forces. And it soon became apparent Russian border guards and local reinforcements will not be able to stop the Ukrainian forces, despite aviation working very hard. At the Sudza axis, Ukrainian mechanized columns continue to advance along the highway. In addition, they also launch a big push from the east. Their objective was to flank the Russian resistance from the east, and then launch a big push on the city. It is reported Russian forces did not retreat and fought until the end. As a result, 40 of them were captured by Ukrainian forces. However, this time the main Russian reinforcements did not arrive. As a result, Ukrainian forces took this huge area under their control. This was indirectly confirmed as a Ukrainian vehicle was spotted here by a Russian drone. In meantime, Little West, Ukrainian forces found similar result. Previously, we saw how Ukrainian forces, after attacking along this two axis, were able to take this area under their control. However, their control around Leonidovo was questionable, as their assault unit was repelled by Russian forces. But soon their first group from the main forces arrived, and they launched a massive push. From Sverdlikovo, they started attacking along the highway, and also started attacking Lebedevka and Leonidovo. Simultaneously from Nizhny and Nikolivo-Dorino, they launched an attack westwards, with the objective of expanding the bridgehead. Similarly, despite the strong Russian resistance, they were able to take this huge area under their control. As you can see at the initial stage, the Ukrainian offensive is going very well. But Russian sources reported their airborne units along with PMC and volunteer units are arriving to this front. Many people, including the Russian Ministry of Defense, reported Ukraine is performing this offensive with 1,000 soldiers. However, I think Ukraine has at least 3 to 5 brigades in this offensive, in which many of them are Western trained. In my previous report, I suggested that Ukraine using Western equipment to attack Russian territory might have some negative effect on their relationship with their Western partners. Because Western countries have many times said they will only help Ukraine in defending its territory, but not in attacking Russia. This exact same question was raised by several Western media and officials. However, to the contrary, officials from the United States said Ukraine did not violate their policy. In addition, an official from the European Union says Ukraine has the legal right to defend itself, including strike an aggressor on its territory. In addition, there is a big question: how was Ukraine able to perform this good? In my personal opinion, because of the previous stance of Western countries to not help Ukraine in attacking Russian territory, Russians did not station their main forces on the border. Yes, they have significant forces near Kursk, but they are stationed back to avoid a Ukrainian strike. And the forces stationed were border guards and local units, which would have been enough to counter the small Ukrainian incursion, but not a big force. Many people think that Western countries have moved back from the previous stance, and Russian sources feel betrayed. In addition, currently we are not seeing any counterattacks by Russian forces. This suggests that Ukraine still has the upper hand. However, how this will affect their eastern front is yet to be seen. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.